Imagine a world where every penny you spend not only improves your life, but also transforms the lives around you. Where money is not just a resource, but a divine instrument for the greater good. Have you ever felt frustrated and powerless watching your money seem to vanish, leaving little impact or meaning behind? Have you wondered if there is a way to not only manage your finances, but to use them to truly reflect your deepest values and spiritual beliefs? Today, we will reveal how you can transform your relationship with money from a source of constant anxiety to a path of faith, generosity, and justice. We will show you how every financial decision you make can be a powerful act of worship, a reflection of your love for God and others, and a living demonstration of your faith in action. This is not just a change of habits. It's a life transformation that resonates in every corner of your existence, deeply touching your pain of feeling disconnected and purposeless. Prepare to embark on a journey that will not only change the way you see and use money, but also strengthen your connection with God and your community. Are you ready to discover how your financial management can become the greatest testimony of your faith? Watch this video until the end and discover how your finances can align with kingdom principles and bring a peace and purpose never felt before. God has sent me to tell you that tonight something inexplicable and extraordinary will happen. The message I bring is clear and comes directly from the divine. Prepare for a powerful revelation that will change your perception of the world and especially about money. You may be used to seeing money only as a means to acquire goods and services, but the truth is that it has an energy and a force that go far beyond the material. Money is a powerful tool that God has given us to shape our lives, our communities, and our world. It is an instrument that, used with wisdom and compassion, can bring about significant transformations. Tonight, as the world sleeps, I invite you to reflect on your relationship with money. Do you see it as an end or as a means? Is it a source of stress in your life or a resource that allows you to grow and help others? The way you perceive and manage money can say a lot about your character and your values. Furthermore, it is essential to recognize that while money is powerful, it is not the only thing that matters. True and lasting wealth is not measured solely in monetary terms. Spiritual wealth, health, relationships, and inner peace are also crucial aspects of a fulfilling and satisfying life. Remember that money is just a tool. Like any tool, its value depends on how it is used. Used selfishly and without restraint, it can lead to ruin and despair. But managed prudently and directed toward the common good, it can be a source of enormous well-being and prosperity. Pay attention to the signs and signals you will receive tonight. They will be subtle but significant, and they will show you how you can better align your use of money with your spiritual and ethical values. This revelation will not only change how you interact with money, but it will also deepen your connection with the divine. Open your heart and mind to the possibilities that money can offer. Not just for you, but for all those around you. When money is used to do good, its true power is revealed. Tonight, prepare for a profound change, one that will teach you the true meaning of wealth in all its forms. This divine message is an invitation to transform not only your financial life, but also your spiritual life. By understanding and respecting the power of money, you draw closer to living a life aligned with divine principles of abundance, generosity, and love. Therefore, as you prepare to rest tonight, reflect on these words. Think about how money has influenced your life so far and how you can use it to create a better future. Tonight's divine intervention is just the beginning of a wonderful journey toward a deeper understanding of the role money plays in our lives and how it can contribute to our spiritual and material growth. May these reflections guide you toward a spiritual and financial awakening that enriches your soul and brings peace and prosperity to your life. May the power of money, used with wisdom and love, open doors to new opportunities and lead you on a path of endless blessings and gratitude. The God who transforms desperate situations into victories is the same one who teaches us about the power and responsibility of money in our lives. This divine message not only addresses how we can overcome the toughest challenges, but also focuses on how prudent management of money can be a key tool in our personal and spiritual victories. Managing money with an emphasis on prayer and faith fundamentally shifts how we perceive and utilize our financial resources. It teaches us to treat money not as an end in itself, but as a means to support our spiritual journey and contribute to the well-being of others. This perspective encourages us to make financial decisions that reflect our commitment to God's values, such as generosity, stewardship, and compassion. Money, when managed from a faith-based standpoint, becomes a powerful catalyst for change. It helps us implement God's work on earth by providing for the needy, supporting charitable causes, and funding ministry initiatives that spread the message of hope and salvation. Each dollar spent or donated under the guidance of prayer and faith carries with it the potential to transform lives and communities, making the use of money a vital part of our spiritual testimony. Approaching money management with prayer ingrains in us a sense of accountability. We become more mindful of how we earn, save, spend, and give away our money, ensuring that each action honors God and furthers His kingdom. This accountability helps prevent the pitfalls of greed and materialism, which can easily entrap those who view money as their ultimate goal rather than a tool lent by God for His purposes. Incorporating prayer into our financial practices allows us to experience a deeper level of trust in God's provision. By praying over our money decisions, we are reminded that God is our ultimate provider, and money is merely a resource He entrusts to us to do good. This trust leads to a more peaceful relationship with money, freeing us from the anxiety and stress often associated with financial matters. The act of praying over our money encourages a communal approach to finances within the body of Christ. When communities come together to pray for wise and godly money management, it strengthens the collective faith and promotes a culture of mutual support and accountability. This communal prayer not only uplifts individuals facing financial challenges, but also unites the community in a shared vision of using money to serve God's purposes. Prayerful money management also fosters innovation and creativity in how we use our financial resources. It prompts us to think outside the conventional pathways of spending and investing. For example, money can be used to support innovative projects that provide sustainable solutions to global issues, such as poverty, hunger, and lack of education. Through prayer, we may be guided to invest in ventures that not only offer financial returns but also contribute positively to society and reflect our Christian values. By managing money through prayer, we develop a greater sense of gratitude for the blessings we have received. This gratitude transforms our approach to money, encouraging us to live more generously and less selfishly. The more we appreciate the resources God has given us, the more inclined we are to use them in ways that bless others. Our money with prayer and faith, we build a legacy of financial stewardship that can inspire others. This legacy, rooted in a biblical understanding of money, showcases a life that prioritizes God over wealth. It serves as a beacon to others, showing that it is possible to use money in a way that enriches not just ourselves but the world around us. May this reflection on money and its purpose in our lives inspire us to use our financial resources wisely and compassionately. May we learn to see money not as an end, but as a means to achieve a greater purpose in our walk with God. By doing so, we will not only enrich our own lives but also make a significant contribution to the world around us, reflecting the light and love of Christ in every financial action we take. May our handling of money be an expression of our faith, a testimony of our hope, and a reflection of our love for God and our neighbor. May every financial decision we make be guided by the Holy Spirit and bring us closer to fulfilling the divine purpose for our lives. Thus, money becomes a blessing, not only for us but for everyone affected by how we choose to use it. May our handling of money be an expression of our faith, a testimony of our hope, and a reflection of our love for God and our neighbor. Money, often seen as merely a tool of power or transaction, actually holds a much deeper and spiritual meaning in Christian teachings. As such, our relationship with money must be carefully aligned with our deepest values and spiritual convictions, transforming every financial decision into a practice of our faith. Money has the potential not only to build or destroy but also to reveal who we truly are. In the Scriptures, Jesus often speaks about money, not to exalt it, but to point out how its use can indicate the condition of our hearts. When we use money in ways that reflect our love for God and our desire to serve our neighbor, we turn the act of spending, saving, and investing into a true expression of our faith. A money management that reflects our faith involves generosity. Generosity is not measured by the amount of money we give, but by the willingness of the heart to do so. Giving our money to help others is a practice that strengthens our relationship with God, because it opens us to trust more in Him and less in our material possessions. This generosity becomes a testimony of our hope in a better world, a world where everyone's needs are met through shared Christian love. Our handling of money should reflect a commitment to justice. This means paying fair wages, treating employees equitably, and avoiding investments that harm the community or the environment. These decisions reveal a practical and tangible love for our neighbor and demonstrate that our money is a tool for promoting general well-being, not just personal gain. Our relationship with money should also be one of prudence and wisdom. The Bible teaches us to be wise stewards, which involves careful planning and budgeting, avoiding excessive debt, and preparing for the future. These practices not only ensure our own financial security, but also allow us to be ready to help others in times of need. Thus, our handling of money becomes a reflection of our love for God and our neighbor, showing a faith that acts through responsible care of the resources God has given us. Our use of money should be transparent and honest. In a world where financial deceit is all too common, Christians are called to be examples of integrity. This means being honest in our dealings, accurate in our accounting, and clear in our financial communications. When we manage our money with integrity, our conduct becomes a powerful testimony of our hope in divine truth and justice. We consider how our handling of money can be an expression of our faith, a testimony of our hope, and a reflection of our love for God and our neighbor. Let us remember that every financial decision is an opportunity to demonstrate our Christian values. May our relationship with money inspire others to also seek a life of faith, hope, and love, making the world a better, fairer, and more loving place where money serves as a tool for the greater good. The use of money to build up the community doesn't end with donation or investment. It also involves being ethical and fair in how we handle our own finances. This includes paying debts on time, treating employees fairly, and choosing products and services that do not exploit other people or the environment. Each of these decisions reflects our integrity and our desire to live according to the principles that Jesus Christ taught. Educating others about responsible financial management is a way to build up the people of God. Offering workshops on budgeting, saving, and ethical use of money can empower other Christians to make wise financial decisions that honor God. By sharing this knowledge, we not only help individuals and families improve their economic situation, but we also strengthen the faith community as a whole. The testimony of a financial life aligned with Christian values can be a bright light in a world darkened by greed and inequality. By living differently, we show the world that it is possible to use money in a way that seeks not only personal benefit but also promotes the common good and glorifies God. This approach to money, deeply rooted in Christian faith and love, not only enriches our spiritual lives but also offers a powerful and transformative model for the rest of the world. In doing so, we not only glorify God with our money but also build a legacy of love and generosity that will endure far beyond our own lives. Not only do we glorify God with our money, but we also build a legacy of love and generosity that will last far beyond our own lives. This concept of a legacy with money is not merely financial, it is deeply spiritual and ethical, reflecting our understanding that every penny we spend or donate has the potential to impact lives, change destinies, and shape the world according to the values of the gospel. Money management, then, becomes a daily practice of faith, where each financial decision is an opportunity to serve God and our neighbors. By using money consciously and deliberately, we are not only securing our economic needs but also investing in the well-being of others and in spreading the faith. Every act of generosity, every ethical investment, and every gesture of financial aid add up to a vibrant testimony of our devotion to Christian principles. Moreover, when we teach future generations how to manage money in a way that honors God, we are planting seeds of financial and spiritual wisdom that will bloom in the future. This legacy of teaching about money goes beyond practical skills. It involves imparting a vision of money as a tool for achieving justice, love, and mercy. Educating our children and our community about ethical use of money paves the way for a more compassionate and equitable society. The use of money in building this legacy also involves responsibility and transparency. Managing money in a way that is consistent with our beliefs means avoiding corruption, greed, and exploitation. It means that money should be used in a way that reflects integrity, promotes justice, and improves people's lives. Thus, money becomes a blessing for the community and a reflection of God's love, not just a means for personal enrichment. This approach to money also requires us to be proactive in our philanthropy and generosity. We do not simply wait for situations of need to act, but actively seek opportunities to use our money in ways that glorify God. This can manifest in supporting projects that address critical social needs, investing in businesses that promote sustainability and social justice, or simply helping someone in a critical moment. Prayer also plays a crucial role in how we manage money. Praying for wisdom and guidance in our financial decisions helps us maintain our focus on what is truly important, glorifying God and serving others. Prayer strengthens our relationship with God and helps us resist the temptations of materialism and greed that can easily divert our intentions. Our handling of money is not only a reflection of our faith in action, but also a way to preach the gospel without words. Our financial actions can be as eloquent as any sermon, showing the world that Christian values can and should influence all aspects of life, including how we earn, spend, and give our money. May our legacy of love and generosity with money inspire others to consider how their own finances can contribute to a fairer and more loving world. In this way, we glorify God and leave a lasting impact that will indeed endure far beyond our own lives. When considering how money management can bring us closer to God, it is vital to remember that our finances should be managed with constant prayer. Asking God for wisdom and direction for our financial decisions not only guides us toward better choices, but also keeps us focused on the ultimate reason for our money management, to glorify God and serve His people. By integrating prayer into our finances, we strengthen our reliance on God, recognizing that, although money is necessary, it is not our ultimate provider, God is. Money, more than just a means of transaction, is a divine opportunity to grow in faith, share generosity, teach responsibility, promote justice, and live in constant communion with God. By adopting this perspective, every decision about money becomes an act of worship and testimony, showing the world that it is possible to live differently and profoundly meaningfully with the resources we have been given. Money, more than just a means of transaction, is a divine opportunity to grow in faith, share generosity, teach responsibility, promote justice, and live in constant communion with God. By adopting this perspective, every decision about money becomes an act of worship and testimony, showing the world that it is possible to live differently and profoundly meaningfully with the resources we have been given. This approach transforms our relationship with money from a worldly concern to a spiritually enriching and revealing practice. When we understand money as a tool given by God, we begin to see every expense, every saving, and every investment as part of our spiritual mission. We are not just managing money, but blessed resources that can foster positive changes and nourish our souls. This vision allows us to use money to strengthen our faith, aligning our financial practices with our Christian beliefs and values. Sharing generosity through money is one of the most powerful manifestations of Christian love. By giving generously, we reflect God's generosity toward us. This act of giving not only helps those in need, but also opens our hearts and teaches us to live less attached to material goods. Each act of generosity with our money becomes a living prayer, a tangible testimony of our faith in action. Money is an excellent vehicle for teaching responsibility, not only to ourselves but also to future generations. Managing money prudently and teaching others to do the same is a way to show respect for the gifts God has given us. By educating our children and our community on how to manage money wisely and ethically, we are promoting a culture of responsibility and care, values that are essential in Christian life. Promoting justice through money management is another powerful way to live our faith. Money has the power to support just causes, combat inequality, and help in building a more equitable society. When we invest our money in projects and organizations that fight for social justice, we are using our resources to reflect the kingdom of God on earth, fighting oppression and supporting the dignity of all people. Living in constant communion with God through our money management means maintaining an ongoing conversation with Him about how we use our resources. This involves praying for wisdom before making financial decisions and constantly seeking God's guidance on how to distribute our money. This practice turns every financial decision into a moment of spiritual connection, ensuring that our use of money glorifies God and serves His divine purpose. By adopting this spiritual and practical perspective towards money, we show the world that it is possible to live not just for personal gain or wealth accumulation, but to aspire to a richer existence in faith, hope, and love. Money, therefore, ceases to be an end in itself and becomes a means to achieve a fulfilling and meaningful life, where every penny spent or donated reflects our commitment to God and our neighbor. This view of money as a divine tool opens countless possibilities for spiritual growth, effective service to others, and living in a way that truly embodies the principles of the gospel. Thus, every financial choice becomes not just an economic decision, but a profound act of faith, offering a powerful testimony of what it means to follow Christ in all aspects of life. Money, a tool entrusted to us by God, holds significant spiritual implications. It is not merely a means for transactions, but a means through which we can express our faithfulness and stewardship. When we view money management as a spiritual practice, every decision regarding money becomes an opportunity to deepen our relationship with God. This perspective encourages us to use money in ways that reflect our commitment to His principles, promoting values such as generosity, justice, and compassion. Prayer is essential in money management because it allows us to connect with God and seek His wisdom in our financial decisions. By praying about our finances, we invite God into the process of budgeting, spending, and saving. This not only helps us make more informed decisions that honor God, but also ensures that our use of money serves a greater purpose than merely fulfilling personal desires. When we manage money with prayer, we are more likely to handle our financial resources in a way that benefits others. This could mean supporting charitable causes, investing in community projects, or helping individuals in need. Money becomes a tool for doing good, reflecting God's love and mercy through our actions. Each charitable act performed with money that has been prayerfully considered amplifies the impact of our faith in real and tangible ways. In managing money with prayer, it is also important to cultivate a spirit of gratitude. Recognizing that all our financial resources are blessings from God changes how we approach money. It encourages us to be generous and to use our money to reflect our gratitude towards God. This might involve tithing, donating to the needy, or supporting ministries that align with God's work. Responsible money management involves planning and foresight, both of which are enhanced by prayer. When we pray, we gain clarity and insight that help us plan our finances in alignment with God's will. This could involve setting aside funds for future needs, investing in ethical ventures, or saving for emergencies, all actions that demonstrate prudent stewardship. The practice of praying over our finances fosters a community of faith that acknowledges God's sovereignty over every aspect of life, including money. When communities engage in collective prayer for wise money management, it strengthens communal bonds and reinforces a collective commitment to living out biblical principles in all areas, including financial stewardship. By embedding prayer deeply within our approach to managing money, we not only ensure that our finances are handled wisely, but also that our spiritual lives are enriched. Money management becomes a reflective, prayerful practice that continuously draws us closer to God, shaping not just our financial landscape but our entire approach to life as followers of Christ. Managing money through constant prayer is not just a duty but a profound opportunity to live out our faith actively. It transforms money from a potential source of worry into a vital instrument for worship and ministry, allowing us to serve God and others with the financial blessings He has provided. Each decision made with prayerful consideration becomes a step towards a more faithful, God-honoring life. Money, when approached from a faith-based perspective, shifts from being a common cause of stress to a tool for achieving divine purposes. By prioritizing prayer in money management, we actively involve God in our financial affairs, ensuring that our use of money aligns with His will and teachings. This alignment changes our relationship with money, making it a conduit for blessings rather than a source of endless worry. Every financial decision, when bathed in prayer, becomes an opportunity to reflect God's generosity and care. This spiritual approach to money empowers us to handle our financial resources with wisdom and compassion. Money, thus managed, supports a variety of godly endeavors, from helping those in need to funding church ministries and supporting community projects. It becomes a tangible expression of our faith, demonstrating our commitment to living according to God's principles. Prayerful money management also helps us avoid the pitfalls of materialism and greed, which can easily ensnare us if money is handled without spiritual guidance. By seeking God's guidance through prayer before making decisions about money, we are reminded of the true purpose of wealth: to serve others and glorify God, not just to accumulate goods for ourselves. This perspective fosters a healthier attitude towards money, encouraging us to be stewards rather than mere consumers. Managing money through prayer enhances our sense of stewardship. Recognizing that every dollar is a gift from God, we are called to use money responsibly and ethically. This responsibility extends to how we earn, save, invest, and spend money. Praying over these aspects of money management helps ensure that our financial actions reflect our spiritual values, promoting integrity and fairness in all our financial dealings. Prayerful consideration of money-related decisions allows us to experience peace and contentment with our financial status. Knowing that our financial choices are made under God's guidance helps alleviate anxiety over money matters. This peace is crucial, as it allows us to focus more on spiritual growth and less on financial gain. The practice of integrating prayer in money management also encourages us to be generous. With a prayer-focused approach to money, we are more likely to see our financial resources as tools for doing good. This could mean increasing our charitable giving, supporting missionary work, or investing in businesses that uphold ethical values. Generosity fueled by prayer becomes a powerful witness to our faith, showing others the impact of a life led by God's Spirit. When communities come together to pray for wise money management, it strengthens collective faith and accountability. This communal aspect of prayerful money management not only supports individual members, but also builds a stronger, more cohesive community that can collectively impact society through financial generosity and ethical practices. Living a life where every money decision is preceded by prayer sets a powerful example for others, especially the younger generation. It teaches them that money should be handled with serious consideration and spiritual insight, not just for personal gain but for the higher purpose of serving God and furthering His kingdom on earth. Transforming money management through prayer is a profound shift that redefines our financial interactions as acts of worship and steps toward a God-honoring life. This approach not only changes how we view and use money but also deepens our relationship with God, making every financial decision a reflection of our faith and a step towards a life that gloriously reflects His providence and purpose. The practice of praying over our financial decisions helps in cultivating a mentality of abundance and trust rather than scarcity and fear. When we entrust our financial worries to God through prayer, we open ourselves to His wisdom and provision. This trust transforms our financial practices by moving us from a mindset of hoarding to one of holy generosity. Money, under God's guidance, is used not to merely increase our comfort but to multiply His work on earth. This transformation through prayer leads us to seek more opportunities to use our money for God's glory. For instance, prayer might lead us to invest in a social enterprise that aligns with biblical values or to support a family in need within our community. As we continue to involve God in our financial decisions, our money becomes a key player in the mission field, actively participating in the spread of kindness, justice, and mercy. The continuous practice of praying over our money encourages us to live with an eternal perspective on resources. It reminds us that while money is necessary for daily transactions, its true value lies in its potential to impact lives for eternity. This realization encourages us to use our finances in ways that have lasting spiritual impacts, such as funding scholarships for underprivileged children, investing in healthcare projects in impoverished areas, or supporting pastors and missionaries. A prayer-driven approach to money nurtures a heart of contentment. It helps us appreciate what we have and reduces the urge to compare ourselves with others. Instead of striving for more, we learn to be satisfied with enough, recognizing that our true wealth is found in spiritual fulfillment and in our relationships with God and others. The ripple effects of managing money through prayer are profound. It not only changes individual lives, but also has the power to transform entire communities. When believers unite in prayerful stewardship of their finances, they create a powerful testimony to the world. This collective witness demonstrates that money, when managed according to God's principles and with regular prayer, can become a significant force for good. This prayerful approach to money management is about much more than achieving financial stability or success. It is about honoring God in every aspect of our lives, including our finances. It's about making each financial decision a reflection of our faith, an act of worship that praises God and advances His kingdom. In doing so, we not only find financial wisdom but also draw closer to the heart of God, discovering the true purpose of the resources He entrusts to us. By continuing to engage with our finances through this lens of prayer and faith, we ensure that money serves its intended purpose, not as a master, but as a tool for meaningful spiritual growth and service.